Welcome back, rare coins all world, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Today, we have an exciting topic that is sure to get your heart racing if you're a fan of rare and valuable coins. We're going to explore one of the most fascinating finds in the world of numismatics, the United States 5-cent coin from 1978. This seemingly ordinary coin might just be worth far more than you ever imagined, so make sure you stay tuned until the very end, where we'll reveal the incredible value it could have in today's market. Let's start by taking a closer look at this unique coin. At first glance, the 5-cent piece from 1978 might seem like just another nickel in your pocket. After all, the United States has been minting these coins for over a century, so how could one from 1978 stand out from the rest? The truth is, while these coins were produced in large numbers, not all of them are created equal. There's one particular variety that's incredibly rare and has a significant value attached to it. First, let's take a quick trip back in time to 1978. The United States was in a period of transition, both politically and economically. Jimmy Carter was in office, and the country was recovering from the economic struggles of the 1970s. The design of the 5-cent coin, commonly referred to as the nickel, was already well established with the image of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. But what made the 1978 coin special? It's a rare variation that many collectors are eager to find. What makes the 1978 5-cent coin particularly interesting is the existence of a few minting errors, which drastically increase its value. Normally, the U.S. Mint strikes millions of these coins every year, and most of them end up in circulation, spending years being tossed around in pockets, purses, and piggy banks. However, some of these 1978 nickels were struck with unexpected flaws, mistakes that make them highly collectible. One of the most sought-after variants is the 1978 D Mintmark nickel. The D stands for the Denver Mint, where the coin was produced. What sets this coin apart from the rest is its error involving a double die, or double strike. Essentially, this means that the die used to imprint the design on the coin was not aligned properly, causing the image of Thomas Jefferson and Monticello to appear twice, blurry and offset. These double strikes are incredibly rare, and they make the coin much more valuable than its standard counterparts. But it's not just the double strike error that makes the 1978 5-cent coin from Denver so intriguing. The minting process is extremely precise, and mistakes like this are rare. Over the years, many of these coins have either been lost or spent without being recognized for their value. As a result, finding one in good condition today is like stumbling upon a hidden treasure. Now, let's talk about condition. As any experienced coin collector will tell you, the condition of a coin is everything. Even small differences in how a coin has been preserved can make a significant impact on its value. A 1978 nickel with a minting error that has been well preserved could fetch an impressive amount on the market, especially if it's graded as being in high condition. Coins like this are usually graded on a scale known as the Sheldon scale, ranging from poor to perfect mint state. A high-grade coin, one that looks nearly brand new, is much more valuable than one that shows signs of heavy wear and tear. A 1978 5-cent coin with a minting error in pristine condition could be worth a lot more than just a few bucks. It could be worth thousands of dollars to the right collector. Collectors around the world are constantly on the lookout for coins like this, as the rarity of the 1978 minting errors makes them highly desirable. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1978 nickel with the right minting error in top-notch condition, you could be holding onto something truly remarkable. So, how much is this rare 1978 5-cent coin worth today? Well, if you happen to find one with a double die error and in mint condition, you could be looking at a price tag of $45,000. Yes, you heard that right, $45,000 for a single 5-cent coin. That's a pretty incredible sum for something that, at first glance, might seem like just a regular nickel. The value of this coin continues to rise, driven by demand from collectors who appreciate the rarity of minting errors and the historical significance behind them. If you're an avid collector, or even if you just happen to have a jar of old change lying around, it's worth taking a closer look at your coins. Who knows, you might just have a rare find in your possession. So, there you have it. A simple 5-cent coin from 1978 could be worth a small fortune if you have the right version with the right minting errors. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone just starting out, the thrill of finding a rare and valuable coin is something you'll never forget. Today, we're going to uncover the mystery behind a coin that might be sitting in your collection or possibly tucked away in a drawer. It's the United States 5-cent coin from 1983. You might be wondering how a simple nickel from 1983 could have any significant value. Well, get ready because this little coin could be worth far more than you think. Stick with us to the end, as we'll reveal just how much it could fetch on the market today. The United States has minted 5-cent coins, also known as nickels, for over a century. The 1983 nickel is part of a long history of designs that showcase famous figures and symbols. The front of the coin, which features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, and the back, with the image of his home, Monticello, are iconic and have remained largely unchanged for decades. The simplicity of this design makes it easy to overlook when you come across one, but there's a reason why the 1983 nickel deserves special attention. One of the reasons the 1983 nickel is so valuable is the presence of a rare minting error. You see, the U.S. Mint produces millions of coins each year, and while most of them are perfect, some are struck with mistakes, tiny flaws that can make them highly collectible. The 1983 nickel is famous for having a particular error, a type of double die mistake, which occurs when the coin's design is imprinted twice, slightly offset. This type of minting error results in a blurry, doubled appearance on the coin's features, particularly on the words and images. These double strikes are a collector's dream, as they are incredibly rare and make the coin stand out in a sea of ordinary, everyday nickels. While many of these coins have been spent over the years or are simply too worn out to be of interest, those that remain in excellent condition are highly sought after. If you happen to have a 1983 nickel with a double die error that has been carefully preserved, you could be sitting on a small fortune. The key to its value lies in its rarity, the condition of the coin, and of course, the error itself, but it's not just the error that makes the 1983 nickel stand out. The 1983 coins were minted during a time when the U.S. economy was recovering from a period of high inflation, and the minting process had to be particularly efficient. This makes any flaws in the process even more significant, as they reflect the precision and challenges involved in coin production. In essence, these minting errors become pieces of history that give collectors a glimpse into a specific moment in time. As with any coin, the condition is everything when it comes to value. A 1983 nickel that has been circulated, with heavy wear or visible scratches, will be worth much less than one that has been preserved in pristine condition. That's why collectors are constantly on the lookout for nickels in uncirculated or near-perfect condition. Coins that remain in mint state, meaning they've been carefully handled and stored since the moment they were produced, can fetch significantly higher prices at auctions or through private sales. Coin grading plays a massive role in determining the value of rare coins. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Coins are graded based on their appearance, the sharpness of the details, and the overall condition of the coin. If you're lucky enough to find a 1983 nickel with a minting error in mint state, then you could be looking at a valuable collector's item. As collectors become more aware of the 1983 nickel's potential value, the demand for these error coins has been increasing steadily. This has led to a rise in prices for high-quality 1983 nickels, especially those with the double die error. The coin's value is driven by the rarity of the error, the limited number of coins that survived in excellent condition, and the growing interest from numismatists worldwide. So, how much is the 1983 US 5-cent coin worth today? You might be surprised to hear that if you happen to find one in perfect condition, with that rare double die error, it could be worth a whopping $48,000. Yes, you heard that right, $48,000 for a single 5-cent coin from 1983. That's the power of rare minting errors and well-preserved coins in the world of numismatics. Now that you know just how valuable the 1983 nickel can be, it's time to take a closer look at your coin collection. You never know, you might have one of these rare, valuable nickels hiding in a box of loose change or among your other coins. Whether you've been collecting for years or you're just getting started, it's always worth checking the coins you come across for hidden treasures. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the United States 5-cent coin from 1987. While this might seem like just another regular nickel at first glance, it actually holds a secret that could make it one of the most valuable coins you'll ever encounter. Stay with us, because by the end of this video, we'll reveal the incredible price this coin could be worth today. The 5-cent coin, or nickel, has been a staple of American currency for over 150 years. With its classic design, featuring a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the front and Monticello on the reverse, the nickel is one of the most well-known coins in the United States. However, as you probably know, not all nickels are created equal. Some are far more valuable than others, and that's where the 1987 nickel comes into play. The 1987 5-cent coin is particularly interesting because of a rare variety of minting errors that occurred that year. Like most coins, the U.S. Mint struck millions of nickels in 1987, but a select few of these coins feature a unique flaw that makes them highly sought after by collectors. While the coin's design itself hasn't changed much over the years, certain imperfections during the minting process can significantly increase its value, and the 1987 nickel is a prime example of that point. One of the most sought-after versions of the 1987 nickel has a double die error. This occurs when the die used to strike the design on the coin is misaligned, causing the design to be stamped twice, slightly offset. The result? A blurry, doubled image of Thomas Jefferson and Monticello, making this particular nickel stand out from the rest. This error is rare and incredibly valuable, which is why collectors are always on the lookout for these unique pieces. Finding a 1987 nickel with this double die error in pristine condition is even rarer. Many of these coins were circulated for years, passing through countless hands, and many have been heavily worn or damaged. But if you happen to come across one that's been well preserved, or even better, in uncirculated condition, you could be holding on to something truly special. Now, you might be wondering, how do you know if your 1987 nickel has this rare error? The key is in the details. Look closely at the coin, especially the design. The double die error will cause the features of Thomas Jefferson's portrait and Monticello to appear blurry or doubled. This can be hard to spot with the naked eye unless you really know what you're looking for. If you're unsure, you can always take the coin to a professional coin grader who can determine if it's worth something extraordinary. But the double die error isn't the only thing that could make a 1987 nickel valuable. There are other slight variations in the minting process that can make certain coins more desirable. For example, some coins from 1987 have been found with metal inconsistencies, such as a higher than usual copper content or slight variations in the design. These imperfections can make a coin more unique, and collectors are always looking for these special variants. If you come across one of these rarities, it could be worth more than you think. Let's talk a bit more about coin condition, because it's essential when it comes to determining a coin's value. Coins that have been heavily circulated, with scratches, discoloration, or significant wear, are typically worth less than coins that have been carefully preserved. For the 1987 nickel, a coin that has been kept in excellent condition, especially one with a double die error, is significantly more valuable. In fact, a coin that has been graded as a mint state, meaning it's nearly flawless, can be worth many times more than its face value. Coin grading is a process used by professionals to evaluate the condition of a coin, and it plays a huge role in determining its market value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. Coins that are graded 60 or above are considered to be in excellent condition and are much more valuable to collectors. If your 1987 nickel has that double die error and is graded as a high-quality specimen, you could be looking at an incredibly valuable piece of numismatic history. The demand for rare and error coins like the 1987 nickel continues to grow as more collectors and investors recognize the potential value of these hidden gems. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone who just enjoys looking through old change, the market for valuable coins is thriving. And as collectors search for rare specimens to complete their collections, coins like the 1987 nickel are becoming increasingly valuable. So, how much is a 1987 nickel worth today? If you found a 1987 5-cent coin with a double die error in excellent, uncirculated condition, or perhaps with other unique minting flaws, you could be looking at a stunning value. Are you ready for this? A single 1987 nickel, in top condition with the rare double die error, could be worth an astonishing $51,000. That's right, $51,000 for a single 5-cent coin. Incredible, right? A coin that you might have once ignored or passed by could hold a hidden treasure inside. So, take a moment to go through your old coins. You never know what you might find. A rare 1987 nickel could be the key to unlocking a small fortune. Today, we have a truly exciting topic that might just make you take a second look at your pocket change. We're going to talk about the United States 5-cent coin from 1992, a coin that you may not think twice about when you see it. But trust me, this simple nickel could be hiding something truly valuable. Stick with us as we explore why the 1992 5-cent coin is so special, and wait until the end when we reveal its incredible worth. The 1992 5-cent coin is part of the ongoing series of nickels featuring the portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. These coins have been in circulation for decades and are a common sight in our daily transactions. But just because a coin is common doesn't mean it's not valuable. In fact, some coins, even the most widely circulated ones, can become quite rare and worth a small fortune under the right conditions. The 1992 nickel, like many coins, was minted in large quantities, but it holds some key details that make it different from the rest. While most of these coins are just regular nickels, there are some important variations and rare errors that can make certain 1992 nickels extremely valuable. These variations are a result of small mistakes or quirks that happened during the minting process, and those errors make the coin stand out in the world of collectors. One of the most significant errors in the 1992 5-cent coin is known as the close AM variety. This refers to the space between the letters A and M in America on the reverse of the coin, which can sometimes be too close together due to a minting mistake. This error is relatively rare, and it's highly sought after by collectors who specialize in error coins. The normal 1992 nickel has a larger gap between the A and M, but on the close AM variety, the two letters are almost touching. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this error so special? The close AM variety is one of those subtle mistakes that can make a coin worth far more than its face value. Even though it might be difficult for the untrained eye to spot, collectors know that a 1992 nickel with this error could be extremely valuable. Coins with minting errors like this are highly coveted because they are unique and rare. After all, a mistake made during the minting process means there are only a limited number of these coins in circulation, making them harder to find and even harder to get your hands on. But it's not just the close AM error that makes the 1992 nickel stand out. The condition of the coin is incredibly important when determining its value. A coin that has been circulated extensively, with scratches, dents, and signs of wear, is not going to be worth much more than a few cents. However, if you happen to find a 1992 nickel in pristine, uncirculated condition, it could be worth significantly more. Collectors place a high premium on coins that have been well preserved, and when a rare error like the close AM variety is paired with excellent condition, the value skyrockets. Coin grading is a huge factor when it comes to determining the price of rare coins like the 1992 5-cent coin. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better quality. A coin that is graded as mint state or MS 65 or higher means that the coin looks nearly perfect and has barely any signs of wear or damage. If you have a 1992 nickel with the close AM error in MS 65 or above, you could be looking at a valuable piece of numismatic history. The demand for error coins like the 1992 close AM nickel has been increasing as more and more collectors look for unique additions to their collections. These types of coins aren't just interesting because of the minting error, they also offer a glimpse into the history of the U.S. Mint and the tiny imperfections that can occur in the coin production process. Collectors love finding these one-of-a-kind coins because they represent a rare moment in time when things didn't go as planned. And that rarity is exactly what makes them so valuable. So, just how much could a 1992 US 5-cent coin with the close AM error be worth today? The value can vary depending on the coin's condition and the rarity of the error, but the price for a well-preserved example can be jaw-dropping. If you find a 1992 nickel with the close AM error in exceptional condition, it could be worth a staggering $54,000. Yes, you heard that right, $54,000 for a single 5-cent coin. That's the power of rare minting errors in the world of numismatics. A coin that looks so ordinary at first glance could be worth a fortune if it has a rare mistake and has been carefully kept in top condition. So, next time you're sorting through your loose change or checking your coin collection, make sure to give those 1992 nickels a closer look. You could have a small treasure on your hands. Today, we're going to focus on something many of you might have overlooked in your spare change, a 5-cent coin from 1993. Now, you might be thinking, what's so special about a nickel from 1993? Well, get ready because this unassuming coin might just hold a secret that could make it worth far more than you expect. Stick with us, because we'll reveal just how much this humble nickel could be worth if you happen to have one of the rare versions. Let's start with a little history. The 1993 5-cent coin, or nickel, is part of the long-running series featuring the likeness of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. On the obverse side, we see Jefferson's portrait, which has been a staple on the nickel for over a century. On the reverse, you'll find an image of Monticello, Jefferson's iconic estate, which has also been featured on the coin since the early 1900s. These designs are classic and instantly recognizable, but what sets the 1993 nickel apart from the others? The answer lies in a subtle but rare minting error that can make this coin worth a lot more than you might think. You see, while the 1993 nickel was struck in large quantities, a small number of these coins were produced with an error that makes them highly valuable to collectors. This particular error is known as the wide AM variety. The term wide AM refers to the space between the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse side of the coin. Normally, the letters are fairly close together, but in the case of this rare variety, there is a noticeable gap between the two letters. This error occurred due to a misalignment during the minting process, and it makes these coins highly desirable among collectors who specialize in error coins. Now, you might be wondering how to spot this rare variety. The key is in the space between the A and M in America. If you closely examine a regular 1993 nickel, you'll see that the A and M are fairly close to each other. But in the wide AM variety, there's a distinct gap, making the two letters appear farther apart than usual. This subtle difference can be tricky to spot with the naked eye, but for experienced collectors, it's an unmistakable sign that the coin is special. The wide AM error is incredibly rare, and finding one in pristine condition is even rarer. Most of these coins were heavily circulated, passing through countless hands over the years, which means they've likely suffered wear and tear. A coin that has been in circulation for decades will usually have scratches, discoloration, and other signs of use. But, if you're lucky enough to find a 1993 nickel with the wide AM error in excellent condition, you could be holding onto a true treasure. But it's not just the error that makes this coin valuable. As with any collectible coin, the condition of the coin plays a significant role in its worth. A 1993 nickel in perfect, uncirculated condition, one that hasn't been damaged or worn down by years of handling, will be worth much more than a coin that shows signs of heavy circulation. Collectors place a premium on coins that are in mint condition, especially when they feature rare errors. So, if you happen to find a wide AM nickel that's been well preserved, it could be worth a small fortune. To help determine a coin's value, professional coin graders assess its condition and assign it a grade. Coins are typically graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. A coin that is graded as MS-65 or higher, meaning it's nearly flawless, will fetch a much higher price than one with obvious damage. If you have a 1993 wide AM nickel that's been graded in the higher ranges, it could command a significant price at auction.so. How much could this 1993 5-cent coin be worth if it has the wide AM error and is in excellent condition? You might be amazed to learn that a well-preserved 1993 nickel with this rare error could be worth as much as $57,000. That's right, $57,000 for a single nickel. It's incredible to think that a coin that seems so ordinary could hold such an extraordinary value. Finding a 1993 wide AM nickel is no easy task, and even harder is finding one in mint condition. As with all rare coins, the hunt for these unique pieces can be thrilling for collectors. With the price of error coins like the wide AM variety continuing to rise, it's clear that demand for these special coins is only going to increase. So, if you have a 1993 nickel in your collection, it's definitely worth taking a closer look. Could it be the rare wide AM variety? Or perhaps it has some other unique feature that sets it apart from the rest? Whatever the case may be, don't overlook it. This seemingly ordinary coin might just hold the key to a surprising windfall. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of the 1993 wide AM nickel and the potential value it holds. If you found this video helpful and informative, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on future coin discoveries. Who knows what hidden treasures you might have waiting for you in your collection? Thanks for watching, and happy hunting!